All right. Let's start in downward dog, everybody. Spread your fingertips out. Activate your foot arches. Spread open through the toes. And imagine in your fingers and your hands that you're not pressing them down so much like claws, but you are elongating and rooting the fingertips and toes out like roots. Now pull. I didn't say press, you are pressing, but pull using muscles on the back of the hips, your pelvis back far, and then use your diaphragm to get that breath into your lower back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Do it again, make your spine long. And breathe out. And those nice gentle warm-ups. Lift your right leg high upwards towards the sky. Step the right foot into a deep lunge. I know I call this like a Spider-Man pose. What we're doing now is just taking the hands over towards the left and sinking the hips down. Just, you can rock around a little bit. Like, don't get into a position that your body's not letting you into. Just, if you feel your body tightening up, back up out of it. Just use the breath to synchronize into the hip opening. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do one more. And breathe out. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. And we'll lift back up again into a one leg up, downward dog position. Come into a high plank. And lower down all the way onto the floor. Tuck your toes under. And a nice cobra. Sometimes I like to move my hands forward if you have like a bigger vertebrae in the back. Not even that you're stiff, you just have bigger vertebrae. They reach their point of compression earlier. Sometimes the hands more forward helps. Breathe in. Breathe out. And come on back to a downward facing dog shape. Good, breathe in. And really press your hips back far. Open your toes, wake them up. Left leg high. Go ahead, step. Okay, again, it calls the Spider-Man lunge. Over to the right goes the hands. You're just trying to get your hips as low as possible. Again, early part of practice, don't push. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again into your left hip. And breathe something out. One more. Hands under shoulders and back we go. Downward facing dog position. In breath. Out breath. Now we're going to open up the shoulders. Come onto the hands and knees. And make an X with your arms so the left arm is on top and the right arm is on the bottom. And then just to keep your elbows walking across the body. And I'm just trying to get into those rear deltoid muscles. Make sure your body likes this. Reach your hands. Keep breathing in. And breathe out. Okay, we're going to do a lot of work on the shoulders, so I want them to be open. And then slowly unwind from that one. And press back into a downward dog. Okay, stretch out your arms. Let's go the opposite way. Knees down, so you know the drill. Right arm is on top. Left arm is underneath. Palms turn up is my recommendation to really hit those rear delts. Okay, now go to your own degree. You're stretching the arms in opposition. Try to pull your shoulder blades out. Out, wide. Okay, what we call protracting them. Breathe in. Keep your belly lifted. Okay, apply more weight. If you need more weight, move your hips back further. One more breath in. Use your breath. Okay, and then come on back. Downward dog. Awesome. So think your shoulders. And then you're going to do some work today. I want them to be open Our wrists are doing some work today, so bring the knees down onto the floor and point your fingers back towards you. Thumbs out. Option 1, stretching your wrists. Just lean back and press your kind of upper arm bones forward without hyperextending the elbows too much. And if you want to go into a downward dog position with your fingertips pointed back, do that. You're again just trying to stretch out your calf muscles of the arms called the forearms. Breathe in and breathe on out. Do it again. Knees on the floor. Downward dog. Okay, that's a little bit of wrist and shoulder opening. Feet come forward between the hands as we get long, Uttanasana, and fold and stretch it on out. Okay, so a little warm up. Come on up to vertical, reaching your arms up high. And let the hands come quietly down. Tune in with your breath. And again, even though we're doing something very physical in this practice, what makes it yoga is the presence we bring to it. Be guided by awe for your body. It is a temple and a miracle. Thank it. Thank the universe and the great spirit that fills all our hearts. All right. We are going to hit 4 sun salutation A's. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward and stretch. Get long and breathe in. Let's meet in chaturanga, back into a push-up. Upward dog, lift your chest, open up, pull your shoulders back. And downward dog, back we go, breathe out. 3 breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2, building focus. Exhale. Inhale 3. Press those hips back. Look forward. Walk or jump, feet between the hands, get long. Fold forward, turn on your hip flexors, lift your sit bones in the back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale over. Round 2. Inhale, lengthen crown. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Nothing but breath. Concentrate on it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lengthen your neck. Breathe in, steady your mind. Exhale it out. Toes spread. Breathe in one more time. Stick your tongue out and clear. Bring your feet now forward between the hands, getting long in your back. Keep that length as you fold forward, changing the angle of pelvis and thighs, decreasing it. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands down. I'm going to add in a handstand here for downward dog. You can stay in downward dog or one leg downward dog, or just do a handstand against the wall. Up we go, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Don't panic, have fun. This is going to be fun. Get long and breathe in. Okay, back we go into a push-up. Belly pulls in slightly. Up and over the toes, big tasty breath. Feel it. And glide on back, downward dog. Again, just keep one leg up and just stay there. Try a few hops. If your body lets you in, then come all the way up, breathing. Okay, just do your best. I'm going to count the breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Land your feet between the hands. However you get there is fine with me. Lengthen. Fold forward. Reach your arms up. And hands down. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So good luck. It's going to work. Breathe in. Day by day you'll change. You'll see. Fold forward and stretch. This is a practice I want you to commit to doing often. Long spine, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Now come on up, upward dog. Pull your shoulders back, let your chest open. And downward dog again. So handstand will stay about 30 seconds. You can do it against the wall or one leg, take your choice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. If your legs are up, you got to squeeze them. 4, back broad. 5, land those feet, get long. You deserve the stretch. Fold forward and let it all out. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands down. That feels good, right? Some people may be complaining, but I know you love it. All right. Left foot, we're going to triangle pose. And something more simple here. Right foot's forward. Open your arms. Side tilt the pelvis, letting left hip come forward for a second. Keep going, keep going, keep going till you feel the stretch under your right leg. Look up at the left arm. 3 more breaths. Gaze up. 1. Reach for the crown. 2. 3. Come up. Revolve triangle. Step out a little bit further. Reach your left hand forward. Bring that left hand around right shin. Right arm up. Or go head down a little deeper. You want to feel that someone's pressing on your crown. And you're pulling the right hip back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now really feel the stretch in the outside of right hip and the outside of right waist. So you got to like kind of use your right inner adductor to pull your hips towards the left. Breath in. Breath out. One more. Okay, turn your gaze forward and we'll hit standing splits. Now you can stay there or you can try again your little inversion. Sometimes it's easier from this position. I come up onto my right tippy toes and I'm not even really swinging that left leg too much. I just come up and maybe just come here, or eventually you can just get those legs stacked. 4 counts. 1, 2, you're looking between your thumbs. 3, then your feet. Fold forward, stretch it out. Come all the way up. And let your hands come down. Pause, find your breath. Right leg back. Open your arms. Left hand slowly comes down, but it's the pelvis that's tilting. And reach your right arm upwards towards the sky. And again, a lot of people kind of been drifting into other forms of fitness, but I'm telling you, if you just hang with this practice, your yoga will take care of you. Breathe in, it's all you need. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Okay, left lateral side body stretch. Right leg goes out to the right. Okay, revolve triangle. Breathe in. Now as my right hand goes forward, I pull the left hip back. And I reach the left arm up. And I can just stay up high. Okay, so this is where a lot of us are staying. If you want a little bit more, go ahead. Wrap around. Inhale in. Exhale. Long, breathe in. Breathe out was tight. Expand the hips. Let it out through an open mouth. Gaze forward. Lift your right leg up into a standing split. So you can stay right there. Or you can just try a few little hops like this. Okay, a few hops. Or come all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your feet. Get long and fold forward, stretch it out. Now chair pose, hips down, arms up. Now I want to just challenge you to bring your thighs parallel to the floor. So what I want to build here in your thighs is, you could call it strength, but technically it's called muscular endurance. So you're going to build these nice long fibers in your muscles, not so much bulking. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. Sink down low. So thighs parallel, don't be up here. Sink down. Okay, bring your hands down onto the floor. Crow pose, still getting strong. Bring your knees in your armpits. So I lifted my heels up to get my knees into my armpits, and that allows me to come forward, looking forward, drawing everything in. Eventually the arms straighten. Think counterbalance. Think counterbalance. We're going to hold for 3 more breaths. Come back up if you came down. 1, 2, 3. Now come back into our chaturanga. Upward dog. And downward dog. Amazing. Now, come into a nice plank position. Shoulders over the hands. And lower all the way down onto the floor. Okay, I'm going to give your arms a break, but I do want to strengthen and activate your back body in locust pose. Feet together if possible. If you know your thighs are too big or just doesn't feel good for any reason, then have your legs a little wider, no problem. I just want you to squeeze in. Now reach your arms up like an airplane. Lift your chest. Now try and get your heels up as high as possible. Now reach your arms out in front of you. Count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands under your shoulders. Cobra. 1, or upward dog. 2. I'm doing upward dog. 3, 4, and 5. Back we go. Now I want to keep opening up through the front body fibers. So we're doing a little camel pose, 3 different variations. Bring your knees onto the floor. Now this one we're going to take a reverse prayer because I want your shoulders to get open. We've been strengthening them a lot. So reach your arms up, thumbs down, hands behind the back, grab elbows or press your pinkies into what we call T12, or we call it T12 because that's what it's called, the thoracic vertebrae, the lower spine, lower rib cage. Now press up through your pinkies as you pull your elbows back and down. Slingshot your chest forward as your feet press. Open up, you're lengthening your neck. Okay, now this is different than grabbing your heels. This really kind of forces you or teaches you to activate a little bit of an eccentric contraction through your abdominal muscles and neck. And then come out. Downward dog. All right. Now, bring the knees to the floor. Choose your own adventure, and this will help you with your handstand. Plank you can do with the shoulders under the hands. If that's your challenge, do that. But just watch. See, here's me in plank. I want you to try and get a little bit of a rounding of the upper back. Okay? Now, if you want your hands a bit more forward, that's more challenging. Okay, that's challenge level number 2. And challenge level number 3 is to reach your hands out all the way out in front of you, like this. Now you're going to try and come up off the floor. Everybody, we're going to hold whatever version you can of that for 5 counts. Ready?